Have you ever had something important to say, but decided to stay silent? You wanted to say no, but ended up saying yes. You wanted to tell someone how you really felt, but kept it inside. And sometimes you may not even know why you find it so difficult to express yourself. What if your silence isn't just a habit? What if it's a sign that you need to reconnect with your inner voice? Today, let's explore the Vishuddha Chakra, the throat chakra, a traditional energy center associated with communication, truth, self-expression, and authentic expression. The Vishuddha Chakra is traditionally located around the throat area. The word Vishuddha is often translated as purification or especially pure. It is associated with the ability to express what is within us, our thoughts, our feelings, our truth, and our authentic voice. Communication isn't only about speaking. Sometimes communication is also knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to say no. Think about how many times you've swallowed your words just to avoid conflict. Maybe you didn't want to disappoint someone. Maybe you were afraid they would judge you. Maybe you thought, they won't understand me anyway. So you stayed quiet. One time may not feel significant, but when we repeatedly ignore our own voice, we can slowly become disconnected from what we actually want and feel. You may start living according to what others expect, instead of what feels true to you. Ask yourself, when was the last time you said what you really felt? Can you comfortably say no? Can you ask for what you need? Can you express your opinion without constantly worrying about everyone's reaction? Do you often keep things inside until they become overwhelming? If you answered yes to some of these questions, don't judge yourself. Your silence may have once been a way of protecting yourself. Perhaps you learned that speaking up caused conflict. Perhaps you were ignored. Perhaps you were criticized. Or perhaps you simply learned to keep everyone happy. But you don't have to live that way forever. Being authentic doesn't mean saying everything that comes into your mind. It means learning to express yourself with awareness. You can be honest without being cruel. You can have boundaries without feeling guilty. You can disagree without creating hatred. And you can say, "This doesn't feel right for me," without needing everyone to approve of your choice. Your voice doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes the most powerful voice is a calm and honest one. A simple Vishuddha practice. Now take a moment to become still. Sit comfortably. Relax your shoulders. Take a slow breath in and gently breathe out. Bring your attention to your throat. Don't force anything. Simply notice how you feel. Now ask yourself, what am I afraid to say? Don't search for an answer immediately. Just listen. Maybe an emotion comes. Maybe nothing comes at all. That's okay. Take another slow breath and silently repeat, "My voice matters." Breathe in. I allow myself to express what I truly feel. Breathe out. And once again, I can speak my truth with calmness and compassion. Sometimes healing your relationship with your voice begins with one simple word: no. No doesn't make you selfish. No doesn't make you a bad person. No can simply mean, I respect my limits. Every time you say yes when your heart is saying no, you may be moving further away from yourself. You don't need to explain every boundary. You don't need everyone's permission to protect your peace. Your boundaries are part of your communication too. Before expecting others to understand your voice, learn to listen to it yourself. Notice what makes you uncomfortable. Notice what brings you peace. Notice what you truly want. Notice where you're pretending to be okay when you're not. Your inner voice may be quiet, but it is always worth listening to. And when you begin listening to yourself, your outer expression can become clearer too. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and slowly breathe out. Imagine a soft blue light around your throat. With every breath, imagine that light becoming clearer and brighter. Now repeat silently, I trust my inner voice. I allow myself to speak honestly. I release the fear of being judged. I respect my boundaries. I communicate with clarity and compassion. My voice deserves to be heard. Take one final deep breath and slowly release it. Stay silent for a few seconds and simply listen to yourself. You don't have to become louder. You don't have to prove yourself to everyone. You don't have to explain your worth. Sometimes healing begins when you finally give yourself permission to say, this is what I feel, this is what I need, this is what I choose. Your voice is not just a sound. It is one way you express who you are. So don't be afraid of your truth. Speak it with awareness. Speak it with kindness. And most importantly, don't silence yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. If this message resonated with you, take a moment today and ask yourself, what truth have I been keeping silent? Maybe it's time to listen. If you want to continue exploring the 7 chakras step by step, subscribe and join me on this journey of inner awareness, healing, and self-discovery.